Welcome to the series of Renga lessons for beginners. Lesson 5. Elements. In this lesson we will study work with element styles editor, 3D object importing, imported object editing. Renga model can be completed with decor elements, interior items, equipment or products from manufacturers' catalogs. For this purpose, the element tool can be used. It allows to add objects to Renga model in 3D format. Let's practice and import furniture into our project. To add an object, select the Insert From section on the primary panel. The drop-down list contains all supported formats. We select Bookcase and click Open. The element style is automatically created when you import a 3D model in Renga by using the Insert From command, because it is converted to the element of Renga. Now, using the Tools panel, we can position the imported object bookcase in the model. To do this, set the element parameters. Element position relative to axis. Each option on the drop-down list shows how the element will be located relative to the insertion point on the levels plan or 3D view. Element horizontal offset. X-axis offset relative to insertion point of element. It may assume negative values. Element vertical offset. Y-axis offset relative to insertion point of element. It may assume negative values. Element style. In our case, the element style bookcase was created and defined automatically. Element width, element depth, and element height are defined in the element style. Set precession, nutation, and spin angle. Level. It determines element level. Vertical offset. It determines the vertical offset of an element relatively to the insertion point. Mark. It appears in the schedules necessary for insertion into the drawing. Then, specify the insertion point. All the above mentioned parameters may be modified both in the process of object construction and editing the element. Press Enter to fix the parameter values. All snaps and accurate construction are available when working with elements. Element style contains information about the 3D model, allows you to change the overall dimensions of the imported model, its orientation relative to the working plane, and materials. To create or edit an existing element style, select the other option from the list of styles on the right toolbar. It is also possible to open the Element Styles editor via the Manage Styles section subsection Element Styles on the primary panel. Let's add some more furniture to our project. For that, create a new style by clicking the New Element Style button. Set the name of the new style Single Bed. In the right part of the window, click the Set 3D Model button and select the single bed model in step format. Next, set an orientation of the imported object, then set the rest parameters. The import assumes that the original dimensions of the model are specified in millimeters, and the initial orientation of the 3D model depends on the software used to create it. If necessary, materials that were recorded in the imported object file can be changed to any material in the Renga project. On the Properties tab, you may set values of properties created in the Object Properties editor. We studied how to work with object properties in Renga in the previous lesson Object Properties. To save changes in the editor, click OK. To cancel changes, click the Cancel button. Now we place the created style single bed in the model. On the Tools panel, we click the Element tool, define element style, and specify its parameters. To fill in the properties of the element instance located in the model, select the single bed and use the right mouse button to go to the corresponding menu. All properties and parameters of the element style, as well as properties and parameters of the element instance located in the model, can be used when creating schedules and drawings, in filters and in references, when exporting to IFC. We will study this in detail in our next lessons of the basic course. To complete the furnishing of the rooms, let's create a few more styles of elements. We add a double bed to the project in FBX format. And add a cupboard in the same format FBX. We change materials and set values of properties for both element styles. Click OK. Then, let's arrange the new element styles in rooms 104 and 102. The single bed and the bookcase elements are created from imported objects in step format. The double bed and the cupboard elements are created from imported objects in FBX format. For elements created from imported objects in 3ds Max, Lightwave, Stereolithography, OBJ, Collada, FBX and VRML formats, only bounding box of the imported object is displayed on the plan level. Elements created from imported objects in C3D, STEP, IGES, Parasolid and ACES formats are solid and their projections or sections are displayed on the plan level. The display of an element that is created from an object in the JT format depends on the information that is written to the source file. We can see this both on the plan level and on the drawings. This is the end of the 5th lesson. To learn more, watch the video basic course. Lesson 6, Profiles.